Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to our regularly scheduled live stream for cryptocurrencies today. Actually, a little bit more bullish of a day here. We have some really cool news with XRP, which is absolutely skyrocketing. And guess what? If you would have watched my previous live stream, you would have known that I said that we're going to go up to 50 cents on that. So make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to not miss out on those type of calls. So as per usual, we like to give a minute and a chance for everybody to join. So let's just give everybody a second to jump in the stream here and we'll get started. So XRP had a over 25% breakout in terms of its price. After, it was in a pretty tight range, which is something that if I pull up the chart here, we can see quite easily. So, hey, welcome to all the viewers. We're talking about XRP here. Just got our first little batch of viewers who jumped in. Welcome, everybody. The stream is low latency, so you can go ahead and message me in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to get around your comment. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. There's news with XRP breakout here. So, it had a tighter range that it was in, which I had talked about in my previous live stream, which is why I always tell you, turn on the live stream notifications. You're missing out on very valuable information. And that's why I said that since we started breaking out above 40 cents, I said that we were probably going to very quickly test around 50 cents and make a run to the 200-day moving average. You can literally see my lines that were already drawn out on the chart. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. So folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss out on information like this. Also, other interesting things going on with XRP and its price action. We can see that we are now just starting to break above the 70 line on the RSI. Of course, this is known as an overbought signal, but in a breakout, this can last quite some time. Okay, you can just refer back to what happened here. So that doesn't mean that we're going to dump right away or anything. This could still break out a little bit higher. We'll have to see how it acts at this 50-cent level, but very bullish nonetheless. And I am very happy about XRP and the way it's moving. We got our first comment here by Big Chief Mike saying, "Let's go XRP." Looks like we have an XRP fan, part of the XRP army here in the chat. And welcome, Big Chief Mike. I haven't seen your comments before, so welcome to the live streams. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. So about this XRP news here, we're going to talk about what has caused this bullish pump. Okay, so right here in the article, you can see that basically, according to defense lawyer James K. Fillon, September 18th, Ripple Labs filed a motion for summary judgment, a legal process that involves the court making a final decision. That's the key word here. So there will be a final decision normally based on the provided facts rather than ordering a trial, and a decision on whether XRP is a security is expected by mid-December. Okay, so we're finally getting updates with this, and I even said that this XRP news is a pretty big deal. Okay, this could actually push the entire crypto market higher. You can see on this little chart over here how we are actually breaking out of this longer term downtrend line. Okay, so this is a big deal. There's a lot of open interest in XRP right now, and the breakout could be even bigger as we move forward here. I mean, this is a coin that has been range bound now for over 3 months, and XRP tends to have these consolidations, but guess what? It also gets these very, very big breakouts, like you can see in this whole area over here. Okay, I'm drawing it with my highlighter. This entire breakout was after a very, very long multi-month, even a year plus long consolidation. So here we could be expecting an even bigger breakout soon. Of course, this is the very first sign of it, but there still could be a lot more to go. And I just want to say thank you to our live 10 viewers in the stream. Welcome, everybody. We're just getting started here today. We're talking about XRP. The news that I got, the lawsuit with the SEC is moving forward slowly but surely, and this is making people quite bullish here. You'll see that XRP's price in the last hour, 24 hours, and 7 days has been going up substantially here. We got a 24% move just in the last 24 hours. That's basically 1% an hour. In the last 7 days, we're already up 42%. And of course, this is a big market cap coin. So we saw basically over $10 billion flow into the market cap of XRP, which is absolutely unimaginable. Okay. And I also want to remind everybody here, XRP is delisted from a lot of US exchanges, which is why I always like to recommend exchanges like Binance, my favorite exchange out there. Linked in the description, not sponsored by them, it's just who I use personally. They have XRP listed, you can trade them there. And guess what? XRP at a $24 billion market cap is still a baby, folks. This is a coin that could go skyrocketing further, okay? Very, very quickly from here. So, you know, this is a coin that could easily be at $100 billion, $200 billion market cap in the next 5 to 10 years. I can't think of many other coins, to be honest, that have the amount of interest, both from regular ordinary people to retail traders to big financial institutions. A lot of money can very quickly flow into XRP. And I just want you to think, right, if we're seeing a 42%, so basically over $10 billion coming in just a few days, I want you to expect the type of price move we can see when it gets relisted on a bunch of exchanges, okay? I think it could not even be imaginable. You know, we could see $50 billion in volume come in within 24 to 48 hours after it's listed on big exchanges again. So this is a very big deal. We'll get back to XRP later this video, but for now, I just want to say I called this 50-cent price move in my previous live stream, and that's exactly what happened. Now, we do have some resistance here, okay? There's the 200-day moving edge, and of course, there's a psychological 50-cent support level, but this breakout is still very fresh, okay? So yes, we could pull back a little bit more down to maybe 43 cents or so, but I think there's a chance that we actually end up breaking out a little bit higher here and maybe making a run towards our next bit of resistance up to 65 cents before getting more of a stabilization slash consolidation. So that means that there could be another 33% or potentially even higher, right? But at least 33% bounce from here. So very, very bullish on XRP, and everybody in the crypto market should be happy about this, whether you hold XRP or not. The reason for that is because this XRP news, don't get it twisted, is actually kicking up the rest of the crypto market. Okay, so we see Bitcoin up 4% in the last 24 hours, Ethereum up a very similar amount, and they're slowly recovering the losses that they had in the last 7 days. So that's not to say that we're just going to see the entire crypto market fly back up in just a second, but at least now we have the opportunity for that to happen, okay? Like I said, right now the market has been very weak. This is due to a variety of reasons, including just the fact that the US stock market has now seen, I can go ahead and refresh the chart here, but has now seen non-stop days of red this week pretty much, okay? So it's been very ugly. We got the FOMC decision of a 0.75% rate hike, and the market did not like that. They did not like the news that came about, and it's been dumping off hard, right? And when the stock market dumps, cryptos tend to see a lot of downside as well. Now, crypto is being saved by XRP here a little bit, and by the fact that, you know, we've dropped so much for both stocks and crypto, okay? Please keep in mind that over 20% drop on Ethereum this week. You know, when you see this type of stuff happen, it gives a little bit of an opportunity for a recovery to happen, okay? Because these big market cap cryptos or stocks, you know, 150 billion plus, 350 billion plus for Bitcoin, they can only drop so many days in a row realistically, okay? Especially when there's no majorly bad news to support any of this. This is a lot of technical analysis, patterns playing out, a lot of just fear patterns playing out. There hasn't really been any bad news with Bitcoin or ETH. In fact, ETH successfully completed the merge very smoothly, and that could lead us to now potentially see things play out in a little bit more bullish of a scenario. So I also want you to pay attention to these areas right here. Actually, I'll draw little circles with this. It's going to be easier for you to see. With Bitcoin specifically, okay, we had, you know, basically two main times where we tested this support slash resistance level, okay? And the more times we test it, the more likely we are to break. However, right now we're trying to make a move above it. So basically, let's call it above $20,000 again, that's going to be very, very bullish if that holds. Okay, that could really lead to Bitcoin itself pushing up to its 200-day moving average, up a little bit above $28,000. And guess what? Okay, that would be a pretty similar move to what none other than XRP just had earlier. Okay, and the reason why I'm mentioning this stuff is because a lot of it tends to be correlated. Okay, so now we see how XRP, you know, is kind of leading the market, tested that 200-day moving average. I actually mentioned this in my previous live stream, where a lot of cryptos, okay, not only Bitcoin, not only Ethereum, many altcoins as well, are a little bit below their 200-day moving average, but it looks like they do want to try and make a run up to at least their 200 moving average, at least test it. Okay, so for example, talk about the numbers here for Bitcoin specifically, that's a full 50% bounce, a pretty key logical bounce level here in this type of market to test its 200-day moving average. Okay, we haven't gone that high up in this range yet, but for now we haven't completely crumbled back down, which means that we could still trade in this range between these two blue support and resistance lines. Okay, so the chart is drawn out pretty clear here. You can start to maybe be a little bit hopeful that we're going to get some type of bounce. And I just want to thank our live 8 viewers here to join us on the stream. The support on the live streams has been absolutely amazing, and I want to keep up that amazing support by continuing to stream daily here. So make sure and support this video through leaving a like, subscribing, turning on those bell notifications if you haven't already, and of course at any time you can leave a comment asking me questions about any crypto out there or any coin you want me to do an analysis on during the stream. Don't be shy. I answer and read all your comments here. And of course, if you want to support the stream even more, consider dropping a super chat. Now, in terms of the RSI here for Bitcoin, I'm very happy to let you know that we finally have a little bit of a bullish signal playing out. What is this bullish signal exactly? We have now a pretty clear sign of a bullish divergence on the RSI. Okay, this is when the price and the RSI move in two contradictory manners. So for example, here we have the RSI actually beginning a slight uptrend, an uptrend that's actually increasing in speed, especially in the last 2 times we bottomed out. Okay, that's this new little line that I drew here, and look at what happened with the price, right? The price literally dropped in that time period, and overall we've been flat while the uptrend has been moving higher on the RSI. Same thing for the MACD. So this is a little bit of a discrepancy here that could be a very good hint and signal that we're going to get a breakout. Okay, also, if you don't know this type of technical analysis stuff, make sure to check out my technical analysis master course. It's the first link in the description of this video. I'm not trying to shill this. You can look at all the amazing reviews I have on this course, over 240 students, and it's less than $20, comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You're not going to be able to find this type of deal anywhere else in the market trading space. And on top of that, it comes with 2.5 hours of on-demand video lessons. Okay, over 15 video lessons teaching you everything you need to know about technical analysis. So go ahead, give it a try. If you're not satisfied, just take advantage of the 30-day money-back guarantee. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm very sure you'll be satisfied with the course. Now, with that being said, I just wanted to mention that for the people who don't know all these detailed things about technical analysis, such as bearish or bullish divergences, but yes, we do have a bullish divergence on Bitcoin, and these things can take a few days, maybe a week or two to play out, but it is overall very, very bullish for the market. Okay, so you can be happy that these type of signals are finally coming back in. And let's move over to Ethereum now real quick to see what's going on there. So with Ethereum, I'll clean up the chart just a little bit here. We were in a very, very tight kind of make it or break it area where, you know, we were on the edge of a big drop down to $1,000 probably. And now, once again, keeping up with this kind of bullish patterns that are playing out on the chart, okay, you can see that, yes, we did come back and crash into this $1,250 support level, okay, but guess what? We're getting this green candle with quite a bit of buying volume. I don't think it's going to stop here. To be honest, I think we're going to make a move back above $1,400. However, okay, if I pull up my other charts here, because I've been drawing charts all over the place here. I forgot which chart has the most technical analysis, but we need to get back above about $1,600 to $1,700 to start getting a little bit more hopeful again. Okay, so that is a key level here for for Ethereum before we can fully consider ourselves back in a more bullish, not a full-on breakout, but back in a more bullish scenario. At least getting back above 1,600 to 1,700 is important and pretty much necessary. Okay, because yes, right now we are back above, you know, this this support level, but we don't want to go falling back below it. Okay, so the higher we go, the safer we become. If we can get back in this range above $1,700 and then even make an attempt to $2,000 and above, which guess what, once again drawing out the support and resistance levels right here with our horizontal resistance level line. Okay, that's this yellow line right here. Guess where that falls? Right on the red, right here, I'm on it right now, the red 200-day moving average, which we've been talking about during this live stream. Okay, so for Ethereum, this price move, we saw 50% for Bitcoin. It's about a 55% bounce for Ethereum. So very, very similar price move. And I do think this will play out as we are expecting here. And I wanted to take a look to some comments here that we have. Big Chief Mike keeping up with the comments. That's amazing. We have 10 other viewers in here. What are you waiting for? Make sure to hit that like button and leave your comments. Let's start talking about some coins. Let's start talking about the market. Do you think that we will actually bounce here, or do you think that it's just a fake out or will fall lower? Of course, that's always possible, and that's why I want you to keep in mind our support and resistance levels. Okay, because the next move that we retest is probably going to be the one to decide where we go for the next month or so. And let's see, this chart got too messy here, but for Bitcoin specifically, okay, any move basically back below 18,000 is going to lead to further downside. However, right now it looks like we're going to be able to recover our further support level at $19,500 and preferably above $20,000. And for ETH, okay, we're looking at that $1,250 support level. I can go ahead and draw that in yellow, and then we really want to try and get to or above, even preferably above $2,000 for ETH. Okay, and just to talk a little bit more about market-wide news here, by the way, just to answer the comments from Big Chief Mike here, let's see, if XRP wins this case against the SEC, it will mean a lot for crypto. Absolutely true. Completely agree with that comment. And we have someone saying, did you delete my comment? No, I did not delete any comments. So don't be afraid to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But we also have a bit of interesting news from the Bank of Japan intervening in the foreign exchange markets. So we're seeing a lot of governments do rate hikes, trying to intervene, trying to stop the bleeding in the markets globally. Okay, also a bit of interesting news for Uniswap here to distribute 1.8 million grants to 14 recipients. You know, if we look at some of the altcoins like Uniswap, it's actually been performing pretty well, up 8.6% in the last 24 hours. And you know, actually most coin in the last 24 hours have started to bounce. Okay, and even especially some of the smaller altcoins here, we got Avalanche finally turning back up 6.8%. Coins like Cosmos still performing quite well here. So we're seeing these coins turn bullish. And if we look at these two coins, XLM and Algorand, guess what, they're pumping. Why? Because these coins are considered very similar to XRP. Okay, so with XRP getting this this bullish bounce, this bullish news, now I'm going to show you something pretty funny and interesting. If I click in the last 24 hours, guess what? Our top two performing coins are XRP and Algorand. Okay, which I said Algorand was going to follow the price action of XRP. That's exactly what happened. I do expect that to continue. Now, of course, Algorand is not performing as well as XRP. That's normal. That's because the news is mostly focused around XRP. And XRP just has a lot bigger of a fan base overall, okay? But even XLM, Stellar Lumens here at around 12 cents, which has historically been a very low price for Stellar, even throughout the bullish and bearish markets. You know, 10 cents for Stellar is a very big support level. So I don't know how many followers of Stellar we have here, but if we just look on the CoinGecko chart, you can see that we tested 10 cents multiple times and actually didn't really break below that. Okay, so 10 cents is a huge support level, and bouncing off that is a very good sign in my opinion. I do think we have a chance of that holding quite nicely, And if I move over to the last 7 days, okay, you'll see very quickly here in the top 5 performers which coins are the ones making the big moves, and in a way also pushing up the market. Okay, so these are coins like XRP, Algorand, Stellar, and also ApeCoin, which is still up 13% plus in the last 7 days. However, it is starting to pull back here. I still think this coin can hold up quite well and even further breakout. Okay, there's a lot of hype behind ApeCoin and behind NFTs. Now, the hype, of course, for NFTs has died down a bit. I don't personally think that's going to last. Okay, I think a lot of hype is going to come back indeed in the crypto market as a whole. Okay, another couple fan favorite coins here, Quant. This coin is also still holding up, could also break out quite a bit more. This is you know, nothing for Quant, so this could easily go back to $120 plus. 20% bounce, absolutely doable here. And let's see here, we have a live chart saying thank you, add some likes, that's amazing. Thank you all for the support. Please make sure and share this video with your friends. Okay, when I ask you to do that, I instantly see a huge jump in viewership, so please go ahead and share this video on Twitter. You can go ahead and retweet my tweet here on my actual Twitter, but go ahead, you know, retweet the tweet. Share the video with your friends if they're interested in crypto. It helps support the channel greatly. And of course, please, if you haven't already, you can support this stream freely by just giving a like and turning on those bell notifications. Make sure you're subscribed. Okay, you don't want to miss these key live streams. Now, we had interesting news here, which was that Coinbase rejects proprietary trading and crypto market making allegations. Now, of course, no way to know if this is true or not, but you know, it's just always annoying to see big companies, you know, whether they're actually at fault or not. Now, I don't know specifically about this with Coinbase, but, you know, we've seen many other firms just mismanage or do shady stuff, right? Things like Voyager, Celsius, and it's really caused a lot of damage to the crypto market as a whole. And guess what? That falls right back on us, the crypto investors. Okay, so really, I'd expect a lot more you know, effort from these companies to stop doing this type of behavior, and, you know, potentially they're gonna get what's coming from them through legal action when they're doing this type of stuff. So it all comes around and goes around, but it's just annoying to see this type of stuff happen so frequently because it takes major blows to the crypto market. Okay, also pretty cool news, Ethereum token issuance plummets 95% following the merge. So Ethereum, after the merge here, now that it's a proof of stake coin, is much more scarce and it's considered ultrasound money, which basically means it's deflationary. Okay, so those are a couple bits of news that I wanted to mention there. And just scrolling through the main news websites that I like to make sure I'm not missing out on any interesting news that you could see here. Also here, interesting, Alameda Research, Jump Capital lead $37 million funding for 3 automated crypto trading platform. We're seeing a lot of attempts for acquisitions. You know, Binance and FTX, I believe, wanted to buy Voyager, so we'll all see how that plays out. That's obviously more dealing with the firms and the exchanges behind crypto, but it's just interesting to see. Okay, and it can be good for the long term of crypto as well. So that's just something that I wanted to mention. Okay, we have also XRP related news, as XRP rallies, some trader buy year-end bullish bets in the options market. So we can see here there may be a couple initial signs. Now, of course, no way to know if this is really going to hold or not, but there could be a couple initial signs that we're going to get some type of bigger bounce in the crypto market in the coming weeks and months, potentially towards end of year, you know, November, December, which, you know, half of the time they've been very bullish months for crypto, and also half the time they've been very bearish months for crypto. So let's hope that this time around it's going to be a bullish month. If we look back at last December, okay, that was the absolute peak of the market. Now we need to see, you know, is this December still too early, or could this December actually be a bottom and even a time for us to start pumping. Okay, it is possible. We just need to keep an eye on how that happens. Could also happen a little bit after December, right? January, February, March, keep an eye on those months as well. Those are going to be very important months moving forward. As far as October or November is concerned, there could be quite a lot of consolidation in these months, especially if we don't clearly get a breakout or a move, a big drop lower. Okay, we could end up being quite range bound here on many coins throughout October and even into November. Okay, so and personally, I dislike the most, just the flat months. It's very bad for trading. It's also pretty annoying to watch. At least if it's dropping substantially, you can dollar cost average, but when it's just completely sinking, it does get quite annoying. We have a comment here from Big Chief Mike XRP Army. We see that he says we will skyrocket if this case ends in our favor. So many will hate that they didn't partake. That could very well be true at this point, seeing how prices are moving for XRP. And I am not going to hate on it, because I think that not only will it be great for XRP, but it's going to really help the entire crypto market as a whole bounce. Okay, which I think a lot of people are looking forward to when that day happens. Now we're currently reaching a little bit of a peak again on the screen. We have 9 live viewers. Let's get these numbers up. This is way too low for the level of quality that you all are getting. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those bell notifications right next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the best crypto live streams on YouTube. Okay, we already covered Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. We're also showing you how Algorand and Stellar are getting bounce action from that effect. Okay, we can very easily pull up the Algorand chart here, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. So please don't miss out on this type of stuff, and turn on your bell notifications. And guess what? You saw me pull this chart up live. I didn't draw out any of these lines. I did that on my previous live stream. Guess where we peaked out on Algorand? 40 cents, which is exactly where I put our resistance level. Okay, so once again, Algorand is actually looking quite good here, very similar to XRP. It's a pretty easy coin to trade in terms of its price levels. It tends to come and consolidate around 30 cents and then moves substantially higher in the bull markets. Could literally get, even after getting a bit of a bounce here, we could still get a 700% plus move up to the all-time highs. And guess what? We still haven't tested our 200-day moving average for Algorand. So that's something that could definitely be tested as the rest of the crypto market, BTC, ETH, etc. bounces. Also, take a look at this absolutely amazing amount of buying volume right here on the volume indicator that we're seeing. Okay, this is gonna really confirm a bit of a short-term bottom here for Algorand, and I really think we're going to test this 200-day moving average. Guess what? The fact that Algorand hasn't tested that makes me even more confident that over here, if we go back to our XRP chart, we will actually break out a little bit higher and not just stop here at this current price level. Okay, I think that we could, let's see which chart I had more drawings on. We could absolutely, okay, see our full, plan play out that I talked about, which is getting a further breakout. Okay, and this further breakout could be as high as 62 cents or even a bit higher, up to even 70 to 75 cents. So we do have a lot of resistance ahead due to the way we dropped on XRP, which was, a lot of up and down price action, but overall a pretty nasty downtrend. However, even though that's the case, guess what? We got our first sign of the breakout here. So this is an absolutely huge deal. You can see this with these orange circle that I drew. Okay, and we got the breakout above our purple line. We also are testing and even moving a little bit above our 200-day moving average. So right now, XRP is one of the strongest coins in the market. Keep in mind, this is a coin that had a pretty rough few months. Okay, it wasn't able to perform as good as people would have wanted during the bull market, mostly due to the SEC lawsuit, okay, which kind of stunted its growth, unfortunately, during the bull market. However, it's turning back on now, and the size of the community is big enough. I talked about the $10 billion that come in the last 7 days. The community is big enough where this thing can go flying for days if not weeks. Okay, so very, very bullish on XRP right now. Like I said, I don't think it's going to stop at the 200 move. I think it's going to be a market leader in every way in terms of price performance, and I am expecting at least a move to 62 to 65 cents before getting some type of a pullback or consolidation. And even that, we could easily go to 70, 75 cents before really getting that stronger pullback and consolidation. And keep in mind, even after that, okay, if in the next month or two we get more bullish news, this could even make a run back to $1. So this coin could be a coin that could stop some of the bearishness that we've seen across the board in the cryptocurrency market. Now, I want to take the second to take a look at the comments here. We still have comments coming in from Big Chief Mike. Don't let Big Chief Mike be alone here in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this XRP issue and also on Bitcoin or Ethereum. Do you think we can finally get an actual attempt at getting that that bounce that we've been waiting for? Let us know in the comments down below. And also if you want me to take a look and do an analysis on any specific coin, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so don't wait and be shy. Now is your time to recommend any coin you want me to do an analysis on. You can go ahead and do that just by leaving a comment in the comment section down below. Any altcoin you want me to talk about or cover or do a technical analysis on, I will gladly do it for you. So it's interesting to see the coins that have been outperforming here. Of course, a lot of money still in these stable coins, as you can see here. But we're going to be looking at some of the old favorites to potentially start turning back on full force. Things like Lido, Dogecoin, Decentraland. And these are coins that I'd like to see start pumping again to kind of confirm more of a bounce. Okay. A couple other coins that I really like at these levels. Solana, I've been talking about this in the live stream. Solana is at a perfect price right now at $30. And there's also no signs that it really wants to drop below that. Okay, why is that important? Well, Solana is a pretty big proof of stake coin, actually one of the biggest. And as you can see here, we've really been forming out a big support range around $30. And it has a lot of room to get back to the 50-day moving average, which is going to be one of our key levels here for many coins. In fact, we could probably even go as high on about as 140% increase, which would be around that $80 level. Okay, so right now Solana at $30 or so, $32, $33, it just seems too low. I can't see how we're not going to go testing some higher levels here. If that's going to be the end of the bear market or not, we'll have to reevaluate when we get that bounce. But for now, it's just too low, and you're seeing the buyers start to come back in. Okay, and that's probably similarly true for Avalanche and other coins like that. However, the coins that have pumped a lot during the bear market, like Luna Classic, these things could still drop a decent amount as well. Okay, so every coin is going to be a little bit different, but there are some similar patterns playing out here, especially for these coins that are below their 200-day moving average, which is most coins. Now we have Lunar. I haven't seen you in the streams before, so welcome. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Do you think XRP will get the big drop in the next 24 hours? So another question about XRP here. Let's go and see the chart one more time before I can try and answer that comment. Keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. I think the most drop we would see for XRP, in the next day or two, if we are to get a pullback now, would be about 10% only. Okay, so down to around 43 cent support level. I don't really see us falling lower than that, and we might not even go that low. We might actually end up pushing higher before we get that pullback. So it's not that likely that we get any type of sizable drop in the next 24 hours to answer your question. But keep in mind, that's not financial advice. That's just my personal opinion. We also have a comment here from Big Chief Mike asking about XDC. Okay, I talked about XDC yesterday. It is quite nicely range bound. We even have a very slight uptrend going on. So a coin that still needs to prove itself, still needs to get a breakout, okay? Even breaking out above these two moving averages here, which actually the 50-day just crossed the 100-day, which is quite bullish. But any move above that would probably push us up to this 4-cent level. However, this is a coin that really needs to break out above 5 cents again to really get any attempt at another bull move, okay? I'd say even maybe above 7 cents. So still has a ways to go before it can be considered bullish again. Our viewership is extremely steady this stream, and the support has been amazing. We've been seeing the most steady viewership in the stream since I started streaming, so huge thank you to all of you. And we just got a comment from Blue here saying hello. Welcome, Blue, to the live stream, one of our most regular viewers. Please share this stream with your friends and like this video to support the live stream, okay? The more activity we have through likes, comments, it helps grow these streams. It helps keep me motivated for these streams, and it gives me the best chance of continuing to do this on a daily regular basis to give you the best analysis in the crypto market, okay? Many crypto YouTubers disappear during the bear markets. They just come back when it's convenient. I'm not like that. I'm staying you through thick and thin in the trenches here, even when things are difficult to predict or even volatile or downtrending, okay? I'm here to cover these coins and the news as well, okay? We talked about XRP, the lawsuit with the SEC, also other little interesting news pieces here or there. And overall, okay, there's no news right now that's going to lead the market to just go skyrocketing. In fact, more specifically, the technicals still need to play out a bit. However, with that being said, okay, the one bit of actually bullish news would be what's going on with XRP, okay? And that's actually what caused the market to bounce quite a bit here, is the news with XRP. So a lot of people are holding on this as a kind of milestone event. You know, when we get the true finalized news of what happens, it could absolutely create a bull market for crypto. So, stay updated with that. Keep an eye on the price action of XRP. That's going to give you a lot of information. And right now at XRP at 50 cents, it is a steal long-term for a coin like this. And the level of scale that they're working on with international payments and, CBDCs even, this could become easily a multi-$100 billion coin if that wasn't already obvious. But I want to remind everybody that, the all-time high of XRP is above $3. So there is a lot of upside to be had still, even at 50 cents, okay? We have an interesting comment here that I'd love to cover from Sumit Goswami saying, ADA prediction, sir. So let's go ahead and take a look at ADA. This is a coin that also could move quite bullishly as XRP gets bullish again, okay? There's some coins that are kind of considered in similar categories, and XRP, XLM, ADA, Cardano, of course, as it's known, they tend to move in pretty similar patterns. So here as XRP is bouncing, Cardano could actually see some decent price move as well, which guess what? It's seeing. And we're also at around a pretty similar price level as well, okay? Of course, for all these coins, 50 cents is a pretty key psychological resistance level, but that's not to say that we can't get back above it, okay? Right now, Cardano is at a $15 billion market cap, and I just saw over here, there is some Cardano news actually. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this is about. It looks like Cardano price jumps before imminent Vassal hard fork, okay? So there is news in the development of Cardano. Cardano is one of the most active coins in terms of development, with Charles Hoskinson and his company Input Output. They do a lot of stuff, okay? And they're not too worried about the overall crypto market cycles. They just tend to churn out work on the actual network itself and the coin itself, which, is actually a good thing, okay? You don't want the actual developers to be too concerned about the price. And with that said, we have some good news here. Cardano blockchain has achieved several milestones this year, from passing the 3,000 smart contract milestone to developing several stablecoin platforms and other novel improvements. We can also see here native token staking between blockchains, okay? It looks like Cardano, very impressively, is actually the third most staked crypto right now, which is pretty amazing to think about. Okay, coins that have a high amount of staked currency can tend to hold up better during the drops and during the bear markets. Okay, and the main reason for that is because more of the supply is locked up through staking. And also something that is not a coincidence, Solana, which, like I said, what did I tell you about Solana? It's been holding up very well, very stably. I'm not going to pull back up the chart because I just did it before, but that could also start happening with Cardano here. And actually, it really has been happening, because Cardano has been very much range bound. Actually, one of the tightest ranges we've seen yet, probably even tighter than XRP's range that we had. So this is a picture perfect, you know, consolidation stage. Still not yet at our 200-day moving average, so we do have that opportunity for a bounce. 200-day moving average right around 65 cents, 64 cents, about a 40% bounce there. So once again, I am expecting that level to get tested. We may see some consolidation after that. In terms of the move back to the all-time highs, we're looking at about 600% here for Cardano. And once again, you know, a coin that can do very, very good in the bull market, since a lot of people know it. It's on many exchanges. And of course, my favorite exchange, Binance, does have it listed. Link in the description of this video. But this is a coin that can turn back on full force during a bull market, okay? Which is, of course, exactly what we want. There's some coins that are a little bit more smaller, where we don't really know fully how they're going to perform in the bull market. Those types of coins are just kind of harder to trade in every way, okay? So we're seeing almost some of the hype coins turn back up here, like things like Filecoin up a nice 6.8%. So definitely interesting to see which coins are getting some of the stronger pumps here. But overall, in the last 24 hours, it is a bit of relief finally for the crypto market as a whole. Now, keep in mind, we are on or we're very close to a lot of key levels, key support and resistance levels for these cryptos, which means that any move back lower could make things sketchy again, okay? So don't be surprised if that happened. However, right now, in the next week or so, I think that there is really a 70 to 80% chance of a bit more of a bounce based on what I'm seeing on the charts here, which was not the case a few days ago, okay? Let's keep pushing those numbers in the live stream, guys. We're at 12 live viewers. That's more than we've had pretty much the entire stream. A lot of you are staying with us. And also, if you're going to stay with us, go ahead and drop a comment, okay? Participate in the stream. I read all your comments. Of course, if you want to support the stream even more, leave a super chat. I'd be greatly appreciative of that for the amount of analysis and content I give to you. But nonetheless, even a comment here asking me to analyze a certain coin, or sharing your thoughts with me and the rest of the viewers in the community here on the state of the market, you know, whether bullish or bearish, we would love to hear you. So go ahead and participate, okay? This live stream is meant to be with the viewers. It's not just meant to be me. And we really help each other here through sharing our opinions, okay? So that's one of the things that I want you all to remember is we are really sharing you know, all our experience individually to come to the best outcome possible, okay? So hopefully that is something that we can see across the board here in the comment section down below. But right now, I like how Bitcoin is moving at $19,383. This is a 5% bounce in the last 24 hours. However, okay, please keep in mind, this is not enough just yet. We really need to see 19,500 or preferably back above $20,000 to feel a bit safer again, okay? Because Bitcoin has already been, you know, at this area right here where it's on the edge of this it's actually, you know, kind of what's supposed to be a breakdown, but it's not willing to fully let up and crumble lower. So as such, now we put in a bit of a base, and it's actually making an attempt at recovering our lost support level. So it's just going to be interesting to see how this plays out in the coming days, and see, you know, can we actually get that move back above $20,000? And Bitcoin, being one of the biggest coins, does actually have as well a huge amount of bounce potential. Okay, this is because in the last few days it's been performing very, very poorly. Even the last few weeks, okay, it's actually been underperforming a lot of altcoins even, but that has led it with a full 50% bounce, okay, potential up to $28,000 to $29,000. In fact, we could probably even push it as high as $30,000 on a strong bounce here. And I've long been saying that we had to test these levels. Now, if after that we're going to fall lower or stabilize, we'll have to see once again when we're at that resistance level at $30,000. But okay, to be fair as well, we haven't actually gotten to test that yet. Okay, we got about a 30% bounce up to $25,000 level previously. That's kind of where we peaked out. However, getting that $30,000 is very important. And of course, if we get above that, okay, any move above $32,000, I would pretty much consider us bullish again. Okay, so even though the market is not looking the best still, and we still need more confirmation, things can change pretty quickly. And that's what I want you all to remember here. Keep that hope that we can actually make a recovery and we can start to recover some lost ground. Okay, crypto tends to move very quickly as well. You're seeing here as we're continuing the pump on BTC, not all hope is lost. And ultimately, right, in the long term, not financial advice, but I do believe that dips are going to be the best buying opportunities. I bought some Solana when it was low. I think Bitcoin at 20K long term is a pretty fair price. Of course, if we're able to get lower down to 15, 10K or so, that's where we're starting to move into really getting a steal on the price in terms of discount. But even at $20,000, of course, Ethereum here at its current price levels, also a pretty good deal in my opinion, based on the fact that, you know, just a few months ago, we were actually 11 months ago at our all-time high here of right below $5,000. Okay, so still a coin that could see an easy 3x. And you know, you're always going to be better off buying these coins after a big pullback like this, whether it's the ultimate drop or not, than when they're peaking out at all-time highs. Okay, and if we look back historically, right, at the peak of the euphoria, which this time was mostly led by NFTs, I'd say, especially for Ethereum itself, but also the crypto market as a whole, it's typically been the worst time to enter a position for the long term, or if you're going long. Okay, so that is pretty straightforward there. I'd like to take a minute to plug my my Twitter. This is where I keep you updated on all the live streams, any crypto market insights live, etc. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter so you don't miss out on my live crypto insights. Also, check out my technical analysis master course if you want to learn more about technical analysis trading. It covers charting, candlesticks, how to set up your charts, the best charting platforms, how to spot trends, buying and selling opportunities, advanced trading indicators. All of this is less than 20 bucks, which is extremely cheap for a financial course like this. And it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning that if you're not satisfied within 30 days, no problem. You can easily get a 30-day money-back guarantee. And you know, take advantage of that, right? I'm sure you'll be satisfied, but you have that safety in mind that if you're not satisfied, you can get your $20 back. I think you'll be very satisfied though, as most of the students have been. You can see 240 students, 4.2 star out of 5 ratings, so very high ratings here on the course, and I don't want you to miss out on that. Okay, go ahead and take a look. It's the first link in the description of this video. Now, looking at the rest of the crypto market here, let's go ahead and see what's happening. Also, let's see what's happening with these stock futures. Looks like they are kind of flat here. Let's see when we load it. If they are a little bit green or a little bit red, they are a little bit green. That's what I was expecting. I'm expecting tomorrow to be a very big bounce day for stocks, okay? And guess what? That could also mean a very nice bounce for crypto. Okay, so the reason why I like this this setup here is we've fallen so much for both stocks and crypto. You know, even things like Bitcoin have not been performing well, and in fact, over in the stock market aspect of things, you know, we can pull up the SPY ETF, which is the S&P 500, and look at how the stock market has been moving. Okay, just over the last week, pretty much, we dropped, you know, almost 10%. Right, this is the entire stock market, the 500 biggest companies in the US. This is how much it dropped. Okay, so it's actually pretty similar to what happened with Bitcoin here in the last 7 days. In fact, Bitcoin actually was more stable. So don't be surprised when you see the crypto market drop when stocks themselves are having a very rough time. However, this has left us with a few bullish signals here. We have two major open gaps on the S&P 500 that can be seen right here. Okay, and those gaps will probably need to be filled. So I'd like to tell you, you know, that we're expecting a pretty strong bounce here for the stock market. Even if we just come up to this first gap, that's a 10% move. Come a little bit higher, maybe test the 200-day moving average, and close this other gap, that's going to be about a 12 to 13% move. That could lead to a very, very sizable bounce for crypto. And like I said, right, we're looking at these cryptos to test their 200-day moving average. That's the red line on the chart. Very important to know moving averages. Also for stocks, very important to know gap fills. That's all covered in the technical analysis master course. So definitely take a look at that if you're not aware of it. Link in the description. But these things are going to be those signs and keys that we're looking for to kind of give us that signal that yes, we could actually get a bounce here. Okay, the only thing that's going to cancel that is flipping back lower and taking out our support. So for Bitcoin specifically, any move below 17,600 or even $18,000 is going to put us back into danger mode, so to say. Now let's see, we have some more comments coming in from the viewers here. We have Blue saying opinions on AVAX at the moment. Thank you for your comment, Blue. AVAX is a coin and a network that I absolutely love. Might actually be my #1 favorite crypto in terms of usability, right? And right now, there's just not that much news going on with AVAX. It's been a very sleepy coin, and unfortunately, especially in a market like this that's a bit weaker, being a sleepy coin is going to lead to a lot of downside. Okay, so that's what we had with Avalanche, but as we've seen with many coins now, it has a bigger range than most coins here, between $15 and $30, but it has been putting in a base as well, like we have been seeing. Also, very, very aggressive bullish divergence compared to the price here on the RSI. So once again, right now, that's the second crypto that we've looked at today that is giving us the hint that we could get a pump higher. And for Avalanche, which has been very flat and dropped a lot, this could be in a matter of just a week or two, you know, or maybe throughout the next month or two, a 120% plus bounce up to the 200-day moving average. In fact, we have not that much resistance ahead, only 2 to 3 resistance levels, and we could actually even go as high as $50 quite easily here based on technicals. So yes, this is a very low price for AVAX. It's ugly if you were buying it or holding up here, which actually I was really buying it between $80 and $100. So I didn't get the worst prices, but I certainly did not get the best prices. It is a coin that I would really consider dollar cost averaging into at this price level. That's just my own personal opinion. But with a coin that is as functional and as good as AVAX, I think the long-term network growth and ecosystem usability of AVAX is just going to continue skyrocketing. I think huge institutions are actually going to use AVAX, very similar to Ethereum. In fact, AVAX, probably with Solana, is some of the only 3 coins that can really compete with each other, in my opinion, in terms of the proof of stake smart contracts. So getting a coin like AVAX, which is a very serious project, that is now at an 87% discount, I think it's quite obvious what my answer is going to be. But yes, I do think we're already at absolutely steal prices right now. And guess what? At these price levels, the market is seeing that up 24% in the last, up 7% in the last 24 hours. Okay, so nice little, looks like what could be a triple bottom here for AVAX. And we also got that bullish divergence to further support this price action and potential price bounce, which is what we're talking about here. Okay, so overall I am quite pleased with the way it's looking for Avalanche here. Now let me just take a second to take a sip of water, because I end up talking nonstop during these live streams, but that's not a problem. I want to keep you all focused and entertained. Let me know in the comment section down below, and thank you, Blue, by the way, for sharing your comment with us. If you're new to the stream, you know, make sure to leave a comment. I'm here to answer your questions. This is a stream where you can truly get involved, talk with me, talk with the people in the chat. That's what we're here for, right? Imagine it like a video version of a Discord chat. So go ahead and let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the market and any other altcoins that you want me to take a look at, or if you want me to take a look at Bitcoin or Ethereum on the shorter time frames, which I do like taking a look at as well. So let's go ahead and check out some of the shorter time frames on Bitcoin while we're waiting for potentially some of your comments here. But over here for Bitcoin, okay, on the hourly chart, you can see lot of up and down price action stabilization here is what we're seeing coming up on that $19,500 resistance. We'll try to get above that. Does seem like it is possible at this point that we could see that happen. Actually, not that long ago on the 1 hour chart, we actually managed to break out above the RSI 70 line, and while we did get a pullback, it looks like we're going to be making a reattempt above that 70 line on the RSI, which could lead to, like we've been talking about, a bigger breakout to the upside as well. So keep an eye there, because that is something that is you know, kind of a perfect setup right now for Bitcoin, in my opinion. Okay, so I really like the way the price is moving here on the Bitcoin chart in the last few hours. Very, very steady uptrend as well right now. If we go over to the 15-minute time frame, you'll basically see the zoomed in version of what we're talking about. Okay, so even more steadiness in terms of that uptrend that we're seeing, and overall something that I'd say is probably far from being over based on all the charts that we looked at. Okay, and once again we got close to testing the 7 line. I do think that on this move right here, now we're trading back above $19,417, which I think might be the high for the stream in terms of price here for Bitcoin. So yes, testing and getting above 19,500 seems quite possible at this point in time. And overall, right, that makes me quite bullish. Now we have Blue saying another one I'm considering buying is KDA. How do you feel about KDA in the current climate? Amazing comment once again from Blue. Thank you for mentioning that coin. I was actually thinking about covering it. I just wasn't sure about how many people would know about this coin. Since it is a little bit of a smaller market cap coin. This is Cadena. This coin was one of the star coins during the bull market. Now, its price move did not last the longest, but it was one of the biggest price moves. So we went from 65 cents, okay, and in pretty much just a few months, ended up peaking out at $25. So this was a an absolutely, you know, cataclysmic move. And it fell back down as fast as it came up. However, we're not as low as where we used to be, right? We used to be below $1. Now we're still above $1, pretty much $1.50. And even throughout most of this, you know, we were sometimes even above $2. So if we go ahead and pull up the chart, once again, a coin that so by the way, this is a proof of stake coin for those who don't know, which is one of the key things about it. This is a coin that you know, when it runs, it really runs. Okay, it really turns bullish fast. So you can actually see my old drawings here that I had drawn out, and now you see our support and resistance levels. We're trying to get back above this level right here. Call it $1.50, right? That would make us quite bullish, especially if we're able to get above the 102-day moving average. So really, I want to see this get back above $2 preferably. But once again, this coin has some of the biggest potential breakout upside potential out there. Okay, there's very few coins that have above 1,000% increase back to the all-time highs. If this happens for Cadena, KDA is the ticker, that's a 1,800 price move, and that's just back to the all-time highs. Okay, keep in mind, this is a small market cap coin right now, $280 million. This means that this coin could not only retest during the next bull market the previous all-time high, but it could go higher. Okay, in fact, how much higher do I think it could go on the next bull run? I think it could go twice as high, meaning $50. Okay, potentially peaking out around $50. And guess what, right? You can double that amount that we see on the screen here, about 1,500%. So we could expect 3,000% plus price gain for Cadena KDA, which actually makes it probably one of the coins that could rip the most in the next bull market. Okay, and that's why I'm glad Blue mentioned this coin, because there's very few coins like this. Now, of course, this is not financial advice. This is a smaller coin, which obviously carries more risk with it, but it deserves to be mentioned just because the chart and its history has been one of the most interesting. That's a proof of stake coin, by the way. So we'll see if we get a bit of a bullish price action amongst the proof of stake coins, right? So that includes coins like Bitcoin, not Ethereum anymore, but Bitcoin, I believe Dogecoin as well, still proof of work also. Of course, Ethereum Classic. So keep an eye on how these coins move. That'll kind of give you your hint for proof of stake coins, proof of work coins as a whole, which Cadena is part of. But proof of work coins have actually dropped quite a bit, which means that they could also recover quite a bit more during the bull market. And I see a comment from Heems here saying, "Algo ideas, please." We already talked about Algorand in this live stream here, and you know, I can pull it up. Top 3 performing coin in the last 24 hours, around 37 cents. The bottom line with Algorand is it's a price level thing. Okay, so right now between 30 and 40 cents, but even probably a little bit higher, upwards towards 50 cents. And really, it's looking like what we could be seeing is the signs that yes, this coin is going to survive this bear market and probably go to and above the previous all-time highs. Also a coin that has some very nice upside potential, almost 1,000% plus in the next bull market. So once again, there's not that many of these smaller coins that have stood the test of time. And of course, Algorand in terms of the network itself is absolutely amazing. So that's even better, right? It has every potential to do well, and right now I'd say perfect time to be accumulating. Okay, if you believe in it long term. That's not financial advice. I'm not accumulating Algorand myself, but based on what I'm seeing with the chart, okay, of course it could drop a little bit more, 1 or 2 more times, like it did here in this previous consolidation. But guess what followed? A very, very big price pump, and I think the next price pump has a better chance of holding a little bit better as well. I believe some funds now, Grayscale, etc., have started adding Algorand, so this could start getting more and more institutional backing, which actually we saw the first few signs of that in the previous bull market as well. We have another viewer here called King Blue. XRP has biggest upside, so of course that would depend on how much XRP pumps. Now, it doesn't have the biggest upside up to its previous all-time highs, although it has definitely quite a bit, especially for the size of the coin that it is. It probably does have some of the biggest upside. So right now, from our current price, okay, we are looking at just back to $2, a 300% increase. But keep in mind, the actual all-time high was $3, even a little bit higher. And you know, right now at 50 cents, let's call it a 10x to $5, which would be a pretty logical price for us to test in the next bull market, as we potentially get bullish news with the XRP lawsuit. And you know, if the news is truly that bullish, we could maybe even make an attempt at $7 to $10 as well. So it could go even higher. So definitely a coin that has a lot of built up strength in it due to how much it consolidated and everything that's been going on with it. A pretty particular situation, but any pump of XRP is probably going to be bullish for coins overall. I want to swap back over real quick to the stock market futures here, looking decently green. I think that's just going to follow through into tomorrow, Friday. I think for both stocks and crypto, we're going to get a little bit of a breakout day tomorrow. I could see us getting above $20,000 Bitcoin and above $1,500 Ethereum throughout the weekend. We could see a decently sized price pump, and like I've been saying, right, the weekend tends to be where some of the bigger moves happen with crypto more specifically. So that could mean a few things, right? That could mean us getting you know, a stronger breakout throughout the weekend. So like I said, right, above $20,000 for Bitcoin. And that would probably start, and you know, actually by the end of the weekend we could be quite a bit higher than $20,000. We could be even at $22,000 and above, due to how Bitcoin and these coins tend to move. Okay, so it is actually quite bullish of a setup here. Make sure to hit that like button. That's one of the old charts I drew there. But you know, Bitcoin right now, I do see that potential playing out throughout the weekend. Sundays tend to be some of our biggest days in terms of price moves. Now that has been sometimes for bearish days where we completely have broken down on Sundays, but it also has been bullish days for days like breakout days. Sundays tend to also give us some of the biggest breakouts, okay, especially Sunday night into Monday morning. That's when you know, while the US is sleeping, there's a lot of Chinese buyers buying up the markets, and you get big price rips. Now sometimes it's price dumps, but the way the market is set up, considering we already dumped all throughout the week in both stocks and cryptos, I think we're going to get some recovery, and I do think that recovery is going to happen even more so for cryptos throughout the weekend, and then continuing throughout next week, right? So let's say if we start Monday above $20,000, maybe above $22,000 even, if the weekend was good for crypto, we could be heading to $24,000 and above by the end of next week. Okay, so I know that's a little bit of a detailed analysis there, but hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, support the live stream, consider dropping a chat, or even better, a super chat, to say thank you for the level of insight that I give. And you know, I gladly do it. I love doing this, but I want to try to get as many viewers in. So share this live stream with your friends if you haven't already. I've told you, every time I ask you to share it, the viewership actually jumps up. So if you have friends that are interested in crypto, just send them the link to the live stream, or you can also tweet it or retweet it from the tweet that I posted on my Twitter. Link to my Twitter in the description of this video. You can find links to many key things that I offer, including my technical analysis master course, which I talked about. Top link in the description. 30-day money back guarantee. Take advantage of this. You're not going to find courses like this for technical analysis this cheap, below 20 bucks. That's literally nothing for a financial course like this. And keep in mind, of course, none of this is financial advice, but you know, I do have a lot of experience in crypto since 2017, 2016 even. And you know, I'm sharing with you in these live streams all my insights, all my experience, and of course in terms of the technical analysis through in this course. So you know, take advantage of that. Okay, that's where you're going to get your best possible amount of information. Now I'm waiting to see if there's any more comments that come through in terms of opinions, comments on the market, or coins that you would like me to cover. I also want to take an opportunity to ask all of you in the live stream, please participate here. This is really important in terms of me just understanding what type of content you want me to see. Do you want me to start posting non-live streams video more again? Do you want me to also do a live stream on stocks? Okay, so maybe some of the bigger stocks like Tesla and Apple, and the S&P 500 as a whole. I can do a whole live stream even on a regular basis if you'd like me to. Okay, so please, if that's something you would like to see, let me know. Okay, let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see stock market or live streams that are also just like I'm doing now with crypto, where I'm running through the market and you know, talking about mostly some of the bigger coins out there, how the market is moving, maybe some market news, what's expected ahead. Would you like to see that also for stock market and the US stocks as a whole? Okay, because this channel isn't just a crypto channel. I do cover stocks. I haven't been covering them a lot recently, but since I've been enjoying doing these live streams for all of you, I wanted to know if that's something you'd also be interested in. Okay, seeing those stock analysis live streams. So please let me know in the comment section down below. That's something that I'd gladly do for you all. And I think, you know, it could be quite beneficial as well. I think there could be a good amount of interest, but I want to see from the viewers first and foremost, all of you, is that something you'd like to see? I'm sure a lot of the viewers here are maybe mostly focused on cryptos, but you may be interested in stocks as well. Regardless, let me know if those stock market live streams are something you would like to see added to the channel on a regular basis. You know, spending an hour or so every other day to analyze some of the bigger stocks and the S&P 500 as a whole. So if that's interesting to you, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Okay, don't be shy. I am asking you to leave a comment, and it really helps me know more what you're looking for. So take advantage of that. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I will keep providing you with the best content out there. So right now, Bitcoin still a little bit below $19,400, but still holding up quite strongly. We're not really seeing a dump happen. We're not seeing that much weakness come into play here. Everything is quite strong. So still staying steady in saying we're probably going to get that move higher throughout the weekend. Futures turning a little bit red. It is possible that we finish off the week with one last red day. You know, I'm not going to say that hasn't happened. I'm actually even surprised we had this many days in a row for stocks, but you know, I think we're seeing with a few stocks and with Bitcoin, other cryptos, we're seeing a little bit, at least a short-term, sorry, I had to sneeze there, at least a short-term bottom being put in. So if you heard me about what I said with stocks more specifically, if you want to see live streams for stocks, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm checking out all your comments, keeping updated with you, so please take advantage and let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. And with that being said, I want to refresh the overall market cap page. Let's see what's going on here. XRP still holding pretty steady. Like I said, could get a bigger breakout as well throughout the weekend. It could also happen for some of its related cryptos like Algorand and XLM. I'm not sure if there's any fans of Algorand or XLM in the chat. I know XLM is also quite popular, and those coins tend to move together a lot of the time. But yeah, that's basically just what I'm seeing here for these coins, the stock market. And of course, we got the big news this week, right, of the Fed rate hike, which was as expected, but the market did drop off quite a bit from that. So cryptos were not able to make a full recovery just yet. However, now that we've fully flushed out on stocks, it does seem like we could be getting that bounce that we've been waiting for. And you know, it's an interesting bounce. I mean, some people might call this somewhat of a double bottom, right? We kind of had two main tests of our support level here. So it really depends on how you look at it. It's definitely not been the cleanest bottom ever, but that's not really what matters. Okay, what matters is, does this bottom formation hold? Okay, if it does hold, then guess what? That's all we need, okay? Because the more it holds, the more likely it is we get enough buyers to support the price and we get that breakout above $20,000 again. Seeing Bitcoin, you know, at these price levels of you know, a little bit below 20,000, 19,000, 18,000, it's very, very sketchy, okay? It could quickly lead to a meltdown in the price, and that's why I want to see us recover a bit more, because once we recover a bit more, we're avoiding, okay, at least mostly avoiding the odds of seeing a rougher price drop, okay? So that's why I'm saying, you know, we need to hope here that we do actually indeed get that price bounce, because until then we're going to be in this zone where we could easily slip lower again, okay? But for now, based on what I'm seeing personally, it does seem to me like we are actually going to manage to complete our $19,500 breakout, and that's going to push us higher into the weekend and into next week as well. So exactly what we're looking for here after a bit of a rough week. It's been a rough 2 weeks for Bitcoins, a very rough week for stocks, and I think it's about time now, especially with these bigger coins, these bigger cryptos, that we end up getting a little bit of a more substantial recovery here, because right now any recovery has really just been followed by a bigger sell-off kind of, and it's very, very annoying to see. But right now BTC is looking good, XRP is looking great, and if we move over, of course, to the second biggest coin out there, ETH. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at how ETH is looking. You know, it's holding its support level. Okay, so here we got a pretty interesting candlestick formation here. We basically had a bit of a higher low here on the second candlestick, bit of an engulfing pattern actually. Also talked about in my technical analysis course, if you don't know what engulfing patterns are in candlestick trading, but bullish pattern here. Also huge amount of buying volume. Okay, the buying volume today on this recovery kind of reversal candlestick has actually outpaced the last basically 2 weeks of volume, and this is on a green bullish day. So this is truly looking like a recovery signal in the short term. And you know, I just talked about all those 200-day moving averages. Okay, here for ETH, $2,000, 50% bounce, about a little bit higher is about what we're going to need. And you know, that could really put ETH back in a more bullish range. Okay, if ETH starts climbing higher above $2,000, which may be a little bit hard to just do yet, but it could happen. If ETH starts climbing back above $2,000, we're really heading into some more bullish territory for ETH. Okay, I'd say once ETH is at around $2,400 or so, we're starting to really get our first signs that yes, we can be a little bit more hopeful of an actual true price recovery. Okay, because when we're at $2,500, we don't need that much more upside to push us back towards the all-time highs again. And of course, with everything that's happening with crypto right now, okay, you know, and can start happening in a very quick time frame, knowing how the crypto market is, it means that we could, you know, see a lot of hype come back into the NFT space, and that can also be followed through with, of course, pumping Ethereum even higher, like we saw happen back when we tested $5,000. So I don't know if you have any comments for me right now. I'll leave a minute to see if any of you want to leave any comments, any last coins you want me to take a look at, anything like that, any questions maybe about everything that I just talked about during this stream. You know, let me know in the comment section down below here. I really want to see what you all have to say about this. And we just reached 12 live viewers, so I'm asking everybody here to go ahead and leave a comment down below, asking, you know, are there any coins you want me to do a last analysis on? We talked about ETH, we talked about BTC, XRP. So Sodi Singh is asking about XRP. Welcome to the stream, Sodi. So we talked about XRP a lot, right? The bullish news they had with the SEC. And, you know, it actually caused it to be the strongest mover in the last 24 hours and the last 7 days as well. And keep in mind, XRP is no joke of a market cap, okay? So we saw over $10 billion flow into XRP in literally a matter of days. And right now, XRP is looking quite good for, you know, potentially holding most of this price pump. Okay, there is a chance that it pulls back a little bit closer to 43 cents. But we are expecting in the next week or two for XRP to peak out at about 60 to 75 cents at the peak of this breakout that it's having before slowing down and maybe consolidating a bit. So quite bullish ahead in basically ahead. And just want to say thank you for all your support today in the live stream. Once again, you can follow me on Twitter for live market updates. Check out my technical analysis master course, link in the description of this video. And of course, turn on those subscribe notifications so you don't miss out on these great live streams. Thank you so much for the support today, everyone. I really enjoyed spending time with you all today, and you may be seeing me again later today for a stock market analysis as well. So keep an eye out for that, for something that may be coming out tomorrow or even later today. To cover a few of the big AAA stocks and the US stock market. Want to start making some more videos on those as well. But for now, right, that's going to be about it for today. We covered the market in quite a lot of depth, and for that reason, we need to just see how it plays out over the weekend, which I'm sure I'll be here to cover it all for you. Once again, we have this Cardano milestone going on. We have, of course, this XRP news and bullish momentum that's kind of kicking back up crypto as a whole. And finally, keeping our eyes locked in to Bitcoin and Ethereum to get the signs of this bounce continuing to play out, right? The more the bounce plays out, the more confirmation we get that we have a bigger, shorter, or potentially even medium-term reversal, okay? So something that I think we can all look forward to moving ahead. And I just want to try and pull up this this BTC chart here. So for Bitcoin, right, we're now holding this $19,400 level, and I really think we have every chance here to get that move above $19,500, which could really begin our move back into the $20,000 BTC range. Smash that like button, turn on those bell notifications, and I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for the great support on these live streams, and I'll be continuing to put out these live streams on a very, very regular basis for you all, since you really do seem to appreciate and enjoy them. And with that being said, I will be seeing you all next time for another live stream, probably this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, to give you an update on how probably what's going to be the breakout is playing out. Of course, if we get a drop unexpectedly, I'll cover that, but I think we're going to be getting some nice price action this weekend, so I'll be updating you then on how BTC, ETH, and others are moving. And right now, as we speak, as we're ending the live stream, we're seeing Bitcoin rip higher. Absolutely great news here for BTC. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone.